के लाइव स्ट्रीम में हम बहुत सारी बातें करेंगे इंडिया वर्सेस इंग्लैंड के मैच के बारे में। लेकिन शो से शुरू करने से पहले मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछना चाहता हूं। क्या ये वर्ल्ड कप बॉलिंग अटैक जो इंडिया का है, इज दिस द बेस्ट बॉलिंग अटैक इंडिया हैव एवर हैड इन अ वन डे वर्ल्ड कप? I'm going to stick my neck out and say yes. Look at the attack that India had. MS Dhoni had in 2011 when India won the World Cup at home. It did not bowl out teams as consistently, as effortlessly, and as skillfully as this Indian bowling attack has done not once but in 6 matches in a row. Make no mistake, दोस्तों, आप ये गलतफहमी ये मत पालिए, इस वहम में मत पालिए कि इंडिया जो अब तक 12 पॉइंट इकट्ठा कर चुकी है इस वर्ल्ड कप में, जो अब तक एक मैच नहीं हारी है, जो 6 के 6 मैच जीती है, ये बैट्समैन के बदौलत 6-0 है। नहीं, India are 6-0 because of the bowling. The same bowling attack that since day one of India's campaign, I've been saying is the best bowling attack in this World Cup. If you have any doubts about what I'm saying, go back and look at the first 5 matches before we come to the England match in Lucknow today. उन 5 मैचों में बॉलर्स ने आपको मैच जिताया। इंडिया ने 5 मैच में चेस किया। इनके टारगेट्स देखिए, 200, 192, 256, 270, 275, इसके आसपास। These are all very, very gettable targets for this Indian team with this experience of playing at home. और आज के मैच में जब बैट्समैन ने पहली बार इस वर्ल्ड कप में किसी कप्तान ने कहा, इंडिया आप बैटिंग कर लो, बैटिंग फर्स्ट, the batting sorely disappointed. From the first dismissal to the last, it was 10 wickets which were down not to good bowling, not to exceptional balls, down to poor shot selection. और जहां पहली बार इस टीम ने घटिया बैटिंग करी, 229 का टोटल ये टीम बना पाई। Who won the match for you? Who made 229 look like 500? India's bowlers. Under lights, with a little bit of dew, on a tricky track, India's bowlers absolutely smashed England. मैंने कहा था एक और लाइव शो पे किसी और चैनल पर मिड इनिंग्स ब्रेक पर, मैंने कहा था कि डोंट बी सरप्राइज्ड इफ इंडियाज bowling bowls out England for under 150, और वही हुआ। 129 all out to win by 100 runs. Yes, this is the worst England team at any World Cup. They are bottom of the table. They're ranked below Netherlands, but it still takes a different level of bowling to bowl out a team when you only have 229 on the board. Jasprit Bumrah, the master of the new ball, a magician, arguably India's greatest new ball bowler in one days. Yes, Mohammad Siraj is not having anywhere near the peak form we've seen him. This year, he was twice ranked number one, but he's still around. Or Mohammad Shami, एक बार फिर से 4 match तक the team kept him out of the 11, but he came back and got a 5 wicket haul, followed up with more wickets. और आज के मैच में उन्होंने 4 wicket लिया. Look at the level of pace bowling that Mohammad Shami and Jasprit Bumrah give you. Throw in Kuldeep Yadav, arguably India's greatest wrist spinner when it comes to the white ball game. Look at the numbers he's piled up in the last 3 years. Almost 60 wickets. India's leading spinner in this World Cup. Then you have Ravindra Jadeja, a man who doesn't turn the ball, but he is the master of restricting सामने की टीम। दोबारा कहूंगा आपसे इस लाइव स्ट्रीम पर, अगर इंडिया 6-0 है, it is only because of the bowling. Now go back to what I was saying earlier. 2011. 2011, MS Dhoni did not have anywhere near the skill, the caliber of these bowlers. Yes, he had an all-time white ball legend in Zahir Khan, but he had to deal with injuries to Shrikant, Ashish Nehra, Praveen Kumar got injured. He had Munaf Patel as his second go-to bowler. He had Ashwin, who was playing his first year. He wasn't even a year into international cricket. He had Harbhajan Singh at the end of his career, and he had Piyush Chawla and Yusuf Pathan. Compare that bowling attack, the last attack that featured in a World Cup win, and you will see that the biggest contribution after Zahir Khan was Yuvraj Singh. Look at that attack. Look what India had in 2015. Look what India had in 2019. And look what India has for these conditions. The skill from Bumrah to Siraj to Shami. My goodness, what a bowler Shami is. To Kuldeep Yadav, to Ravindra Jadeja, to have Ashwin on the bench, and even Shardul Thakur. Though he's not going to play any more games in this World Cup, he still has over 50 wickets in the last 3 years. And then let's not forget that Hardik Pandya hai. This is why I believe this is the best bowling attack that India has ever had in any World Cup. और ये सवाल मैं आपसे जानना चाहूंगा, तो प्लीज इन द कोर्स ऑफ दिस वीडियो शेयर योर व्यूज, कमेंट आफ्टर द वीडियो हैज बीन पोस्टेड, बिकॉज़ आई थिंक वी आर वाचिंग समथिंग मैजिकल फ्रॉम द इंडियन टीम इन दिस वर्ल्ड कप। और अगर इंडिया ये वर्ल्ड कप जीत जाती है तो it'll be because of the best bowling attack in this tournament. चलिए, let's take some comments now. I've said what I had to say. Let's see कि आप में से कितने लोग मेरी इस बात से सहमत हैं। Semi-finals will be tough for India. Aren't all semi-finals tough? जय भाई फेंटे लगा दिया बिल्कुल सही. क्या इंडिया की बॉलिंग अटैक न्यूजीलैंड या ऑस को सेमीफाइनल में रोक सकती है? देखिए जैसे कि मैंने 2 दिन पहले कहा था, आई थिंक राइट नाउ द वे द स्टैंडिंग्स और पहला सेमीफाइनल वानखेड़े में वो होगा इंडिया बनाम ऑस्ट्रेलिया. उस दिन जो ऑस्ट्रेलियन हर मैच के बाद कॉन्फिडेंस इनकी बढ़ रही है कि ओपनिंग स्टैंड्स 175 260 की ओपनिंग स्टैंड्स लगा रही है. बाय द टाइम दैट ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम मीट्स इंडिया एट द वानखेड़े स्टेडियम, they're going to be a very very different Australian side. उस दिन मान लो अगर इंडिया की पहले फील्डिंग आती है and Australia bat on that Wankhede track, there's nothing to say that this excuse me, got a bit of a cough. There's nothing to say that this Australian team cannot get to 350. लेकिन I'm still going to say having the best bowling attack will give India so much confidence. और हम सब जानते हैं कि इंडिया भले जो भी कर दे, मैं दोबारा कहूंगा, बहुत बार कह चुका हूं, India might go into the semifinals 9-0 unbeaten. But if they face that Australian team, everything falls into place, and those proverbial 15-20 minutes of madness come, India might be out in the semifinals. But abhi bhi time hai. Let's just appreciate and admire the level of this bowling. Respect button for Rohit, Shami, Bumrah, Surya. Bilkul sahi, bilkul sahi. Devang is back. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Another clinical performance by Team India. Just went on to show how strong this team is and can win from difficult situations. Bilkul, not because of the batsmen, because of the bowlers. All 6 of these matches have been won by the bowlers. Anirudh, how are you? डॉक्टर परिचय सोनी 10 विकेट से हराने वालों को 128 और 29 पे ऑल आउट. बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हो आप. इंग्लैंड शुड विन एट लीस्ट देयर लास्ट थ्री मैचेस टू क्वालिफाई फॉर द चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी. ये बड़े फेंटे वाली बात कही सूर्य विक्रम से. हाउ बैड आर इंग्लैंड ना, हाउ बैड. Off day for Siraj today. He's a match winner. Not just today, Bilal. He's not. He's been India's weak link across these 6 matches. He came into this World Cup. I knew that Shami would not play until one player was injured or rested. और वही हुआ. शामी का पहला मैच 4 मैच के बाद आया क्योंकि हार्दिक पांड्या को चोट लगी थी. That just says it's unfortunate for a bowler of Mohammad Shami's skill. But like I've been saying before the World Cup, Shami इतने मैचेस नहीं खेलेंगे जब तक इंडिया की फर्स्ट चॉइस बॉलिंग अटैक है. But look at the depth. If you can bring in Shami off the bench after 4 matches and he gets you 5 wickets against New Zealand, 2 in the next match, and then 4 here, this is the quality attack. So I know Siraj has done great things, but frankly, अगर इंडिया को हार्दिक पांड्या को अंदर करना है तो सिर्फ सिराज बाहर जाएंगे. He's not been anywhere near optimum. Not today. He's been off for the last 6 matches. He's not had that brilliant match yet. Kuldeep's had a brilliant match. Jadeja's had at least 2 brilliant matches. Shami's had 2 brilliant matches. Bumrah's had 4 brilliant matches. Mohammad Siraj has not had one good match yet, and he's played 6 matches. आज इंडिया ने इतना कम स्कोर क्यों किया? क्योंकि ट्रैक बड़ी मुश्किल खेली थी. A lot of अप एंड डाउन बाउंस, ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट. अगर आप 5 मैच लगातार चेस करने में जीत रहे हो और अचानक आपकी बैटिंग पहले आ गई, इसलिए मैं कह रहा हूं सेमीफाइनल से पहले इंडिया को 9 में से 3 बार कम से कम बैटिंग पहले करनी पड़ेगी. और मैं खुश हूं कि आज बैट्समैन ने स्ट्रगल किया बिकॉज दे बिकेम ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट. Shubman Gill's shot was overconfident. Virat Kohli's shot was overconfidence. Shreyas Iyer's shot was overconfidence. He cannot play this short ball. This was, अगर आप 1 से 10 तक आप इंडिया I've got a really bad cough, guys. Sorry. I think I'm coming down with the flu. इंडिया के 10 विकेट्स में से कितने विकेट्स अच्छी बॉल पर निकली? एक भी नहीं. सारे बैट्समैन ने विकेट दिए आज. That's why they got 229. This team is beating any previous Indian team history or any day anyone ODIs. That's without Pant. Exactly, without Pant. Big factor you're talking about. Awesome. Pandya not coming back anytime soon. It looks like he's out for at least 3 matches. And Rohit anyways feels safe having an extra batter all-rounder. And this match proves his doubts. Should India now be looking to replace Siraj with Thakur? No, Thakur is not playing any more role in this World Cup. Whenever Hardik Pandya comes back, Suryakumar Yadav will obviously have to go out, and they'll have to look at getting Siraj for someone else. I thought today maybe 1% chance on this track they would have played Ashwin, but nahi hai. I don't personally see Thakur playing any more matches. He's not done anything, and when he's replaced by Shami, who does this, game over for Shahul Thakur. सर अगर हार्दिक पांड्या फिट हो गया तो टीम कॉम्बिनेशन क्या होगा? मैं वही कह रहा हूं. आनंद मार्करम, एनीथिंग अबाउट एडन मार्करम? हार्दिक पांड्या अंदर आएंगे तो आपको या तो स्काई को बाहर करना पड़ेगा या मोहम्मद सिराज को. मोस्ट लाइकली अगेन व्हेन शार्दुल ठाकुर कम्स इन यू हैव टू when Hardik Pandya goes out, you play 2 players in his replacement, and when he comes in, you have to drop 2 players. If Shreyas Iyer has one more failure, I think it's over for him as well. He's just not scoring the kind of runs I believed he would. ये 4 बार छोटी गेंद पे आउट हो चुके हैं. Ishan Kishan might come in, or Surya Kumar Yadav. They bump up KL Rahul to 4, Hardik Pandya to 5, and they keep Surya Kumar Yadav at 6. तो जब हार्दिक पांड्या आएंगे या तो एक बैट्समैन बाहर जाएगा और उसके साथ मोस्ट लाइकली it'll be Mohammad Siraj as well. So who knows? Shami, best bowling swing now. He's bowling really well. Should Surya come in for Iyer when Pandya comes back? That's what I'm saying. Surya Kumar Yadav, if Shreyas, look, Hardik's out for at least 2 matches. I don't think he'll play the match on the 5th of November against South Africa and Kolkata. Let's say he comes back maybe for the Diwali match against Netherlands. India have already qualified for the semifinals by that time. But just to test out Hardik Pandya, let's say Hardik Pandya plays on Diwali against the Netherlands in Bangalore. That's a good match to see whether a year still fits into your plans. And I think one more failure, they're going to have to drop him because you cannot take a player who cannot play the short ball into the semifinals. So maybe, like I said, if they drop a year, they have to, because only one person can bat at 4 after him. It's KL Rahul. Hardik Pandya cannot. Sorry, I've got a really bad cough now. Hardik Pandya cannot bat 4, and Sky cannot bat 4. So Iyer goes out, and Sky stays in, but the batting order gets changed. So Shan saying I'm worried about Shubman. I'm not worried about Shubman Gill, but I'm definitely worried about Shreyas Iyer. Yes. Bro, the batting is too short. किसी दिन ऊपर से football खेल गया तो मुश्किल हो जाएगा. Not just that, Utsav. I've been saying this. The day India's target is 300 plus, can they chase it? I have serious doubts. Yes, Rohit Sharma is the boss. Why have youngsters Iyer, Shardul, Gill all of a sudden lost form? Shardul's not a youngster and he's not lost form. He hasn't had form for 2 months now. Iyer has come back. Iyer's problem is the short ball. I thought he'd solve those problems, but he clearly hasn't. And Gill is not suddenly lost form. Gill got a 52 matches ago. Gill came back from viral. उससे पहले आप उनके numbers देखिए. He came into the World Cup. He had a tremendous Asia Cup. He had an outstanding series against Australia. He's only failed what? Two out of 4 matches. Too early to say that Gill's lost form. Comparing lineup of 2011 World Cup to this team's World Cup, also other teams had better batsmen compared to teams of this World Cup. No doubt. But again, that bowling attack, man to man, was much poorer than this attack. It's MS Dhoni's genius that he got those bowlers to do so much. Like I said, barring Yuvraj Singh, who had a massive role with his spin, and Zahir Khan. I mean, Praveen Kumar got injured. Ashish Nehra was up and down. Shrishant up and down. Piyush Chawla, Ashwin was at 6 months into his career. Harbhajan was at the end of his career. It's a tribute to MS Dhoni that he squeezed out as many wins. But again, on the road to the semifinals, India did not look as good, as settled. Again, I'm only comparing 11 because that was at home. बाहर की World Cup में आप थोड़े unfair ऐसे कह सकते हो. But 11 घर पे और 2023 घर पे, this is a much more skilled bowling attack, hands down. There's no debate. India versus South Africa will be a great clash. It will. I think India might if they bat first. That's what I fear as well, said Jay Prakash. Indian team has the caliber to lift the cup. Absolutely. Ajinkya, how are you? Indian stadiums की हालत इतनी खराब क्यों है भाई? मैं इसे बहुत shows कर चुका हूँ. छोड़ो, आज थोड़ा positive बात करते हैं. The bowling attack was on fire. Ashila के batsmen from Rohit Sharma all struggled with their shots. बिल्कुल. That's what I said. India's batting, you needed that one bad batting match before the semifinals, and India got that. They're not going to make this mistake again. Rohit Sharma was outstanding. I'm not going to say that he threw it away because at least he got 87. This is the same Rohit Sharma who could have, like KL Rahul, like Virat Kohli, he could have all of a sudden turned selfish and took his way to 100 against Pakistan. He didn't. On 86, he charged out and he played his shots. KL Rahul, Virat Kohli, they're all playing for hundreds. Rohit's not. But yes, Shubman Gill technically played a bad shot. विराट कोहली भैया मानता हूं आप बेहतरीन फॉर्म में हो, आपका इक्का तुक्का बैड मैच हो सकता है, लेकिन भाई 8 डॉट बॉल के बाद आपने वो शॉट खेला, क्यों? रुक जाते, आप बेस्ट चेसर हो, पता नहीं आपको क्या हो गया. Shreyas Iyer, again short ball. KL Rahul was set. Why did he try to become a hero when he got to 37? Even Surya Kumar Yadav, as good as he was, there were almost 4 overs left in the innings. आपको क्यों लगा कि इस बॉल पे मुझे छक्का मारना है? सूर्य कुमार यादव अगर 2-3 ओवर तक टुक करते, एक आध बाउंड्री मारते, इंडिया could have got to 260. On the day, 229 proved more than enough because let's face it, इंडिया ने आज कौन सी टीम को हराया? इंग्लैंड को नहीं, इस वर्ल्ड कप की सबसे खराब टीम को. अ टीम दैट इज रैंक्ड बिलो नेदरलैंड्स. बेहतरीन मैच है, बॉलर्स ने अव्वल नंबर की bowling करी, but you still beat the worst team in the tournament. तो इतनी बड़ी बात नहीं है ये जीत. I count the previous 5 wins much higher than this win. So yes, the batting struggle, but I think that bad match is out of the way. I think the batting won't collapse again like this. Terrible day for Virat. Yes, it was a terrible shot, but again, he's been in good form. So ठीक Iyer, I think Iyer will already be knowing that I'm walking on thin ice. He's not the same. He got 100 against Australia, got 55 not out against Pakistan, but short ball problem is too much. Australian middle order still sucks. It does. They need to drop Labuschagne and Smith. They hit Shami in initial matches just like Army doesn't use missiles. Nahi, wo baat nahi hai. Had Pandya not got injured, Shami would not have played more than 2 matches. After comeback, Bumrah and Shami look lethal. Absolutely. Pro Pakistani get it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this World Cup? I'd say it's the worst World Cup in terms of match quality, grounds, hype. Yep, this is what I've been saying. I guess Pro Pakistani, aap thoda late aaye ho is channel par. Until 2 days ago, I was saying this is the World Cup. It's definitely the World Cup in terms of planning, in terms of execution, even the quality. This is match number 29. We've had what? Less than 5 memorable matches. 12 matches into this tournament, I was saying that this is the most one-sided World Cup I've seen. And I went back to the 2019 World Cup and the 2015 World Cup. And 2019 World Cup, in the same amount of matches, in the first 12 matches, we had 3 close matches and 2 upset defeats. In this World Cup, after 12 matches, teams were winning one-sided. Even the upsets, Afghanistan hammered England. Netherlands hammered South Africa. So even the upsets were actually one-sided. I just think, like I've been saying, it is a very poor World Cup because India are unbeatable at home. And of the 10 teams, and here's my main point, of 10 teams, 4 are playing good cricket, 1 is playing okay cricket, and the other 5 are playing pretty poor cricket. And this, allied with overall pretty flat wickets, has made this a very, very dull World Cup. As for Pakistan, Pakistan is, I said this before the World Cup, they're such a bad one day side. They'll be lucky to finish at 6th. And I did a whole show on this, and I went on 2 podcasts with 2 Pakistani, one journalist and one friend of mine. And there I convinced them, they were so pro Pakistan, just like you are. I convinced them to admit that this is the worst Pakistan team ever sent to a World Cup. When the first podcast started, they were telling me that this is actually one of the best in years. I said, no, guys. If you two Pakistanis think that this Pakistan team going into the World Cup was one of the best, you're clearly not watching as much cricket as I am. You had told before the World Cup that Shreyas Iyer would struggle against. No, I was actually I had said I thought Shreyas Iyer had overcome his short ball problems. I was fully confident he had done that, but unfortunately, I was wrong. I admit I was wrong. Shreyas Iyer has not solved his short ball problems. Rather, just like England have regressed in one-day cricket, Shreyas Iyer has regressed in his one-day batting. Yes, Himanshu, it is a crap shot by Virat. Sir, I hope India will bat first against Sri Lanka and try to score 350. Yes, that match against Sri Lanka with their pretty average bowling on that Wankhede track on a hot day. I'm going to be at the match. I'm flying to Mumbai day after. I think that's India's best chance. And I hope if Rohit wins the toss that he bats. Because India need to get into the habit before the semi-finals of batting first. आज इनका पहला chance था batting पहले करने की. हाँ, track थोड़ा मुश्किल था. In variable bounce. But they only made 2-9. That Sri Lanka match, as well as the match on Diwali against Netherlands, is India's best chance to bat first and try and get 350. If Hardik came in semi-final, then he should replace Iyer. I agree, no doubt. I'm on the same page. By ऐसा deadly attack India के लिए is a blessing. Now we're playing semis पक्का. वो तो semis तो अनूप, you're a regular viewer. मैं जैन के महीने से कह रहा हूँ, जनवरी के महीने से कह रहा हूँ, इंडिया एक आंख बंद करके semi-finals तक पहुंचेगी. I'm not surprised at all. I think they're missing Akshar as an all-rounder because of Hardik's injury. It is, and I still don't believe that Ashwin was the right choice. But anyways, let's not look back. Let's look forward. Given their performances, Iyer must be facing mental pressure of losing his place. I agree. I'm a big fan of Shreyas Iyer, but I'm having a hard time defending his place when he gets out to the short ball 4 times in a row. Since Wankhede is a batting pitch, it's best to go with 3 genuine paces and Pandya. But Pandya is not going to play the match. Pandya is out for at least 2 more matches. Thakur won't play. सर क्या अब हमेशा के लिए हार्दिक बाहर है नहीं, अपडेट तो नहीं है कुछ। मैंने कल के शो पे कहा था, मैंने सुबह के शो पे कहा था कि अभी बीसीसीआई हमें कुछ नहीं बताएगी। सूत्रों के अनुसार अभी कुछ खबर नहीं, क्योंकि जब तक मामला बिल्कुल ठंडा है, जब तक कोई सवाल-जवाब का सिलसिला नहीं हो रहा है, जब तक बीसीसीआई चुप है ना, इसका मतलब है कि मामला गंभीर है। लेकिन आई वांट टू स्टे पॉजिटिव एंड आई बिलीव हार्दिक पांड्या विल बी बैक बाय द सेमीफाइनल्स। यस, कमल सागर, वेल प्लेड। इंग्लैंड टीम मेड मी बिलीव इन किसी भला आदमी के साथ बुरा ना करना चाहिए, बिल्कुल सही। इंडियाज वीकनेस इज स्लोली creeping in. Potentially, yes, Siddharth. Low total when batting first and Siraj's weak performance. Bilkul, I've said this. India need to be tested more, and I'm very happy that India's batting was so poor today. They needed to get that out of their system, and I hope कि जो 3 मैच बाकी है, अगर रोहित शर्मा टॉस जीते हैं, I really hope Rohit Sharma bats, because you do not want to go into the semi-final without ample experience of setting targets. आज आप फेल हो गए। आज आपकी बैटिंग बहुत खराब थी। आप सबसे घटिया टीम की सबसे घटिया बॉलिंग अटैक के सामने आप 229 पे ऑल आउट हुए। बट बिकॉज इंग्लैंड आर सच अ बैड टीम, they cannot bat to save their lives. They are struggling to get to 150 consistently. And because you have the best bowling attack in this World Cup, you made 229 look like 500. But batting first, there are clear weaknesses. That said, I don't think India will make the same mistakes again when they bat first. I was the only person who supported R. Sharma that he will score well in this World Cup. Others were bullying him, calling Vada Pav in your earlier shows. I remember you were very positive. That's good. That's good. That's good. मजा आ गया। शामी and बुमराह हार्दिक and शार्दुल का बैलेंस पेस रहे। शार्दुल ठाकुर शार्दुल ठाकुर अगर वापस आ गए किसी भी 11 में, तो इंडिया वर्ल्ड कप नहीं जीतेगी। Let's move on from Shardul Thakur. He was not bowling well. And how do you play Shardul when Mohammad Shami, his replacement, is doing so well? Shardul, chapter closed. Shami ran me of Nehra in '03. What a spell, huh? The banana spell. I'd also decided not to watch that match of second innings from the beginning and switched on after shouts from neighboring Greece. Great memory, man. 2000 World Cup, 2003 World Cup was my best experience watching World Cup cricket. I've done shows in that. जॉस बटलर को ड्रॉप कर देना चाहिए, बिल्कुल सही है। Just like you said, there are two South African teams. I think India has two teams. One that's good, other that's not good performing. Again, South Africa have a history of not doing well when chasing. India have had that one match, but the point is they've still won. South Africa are definitely playing two teams, one that scores 400 when batting first, and one that can barely chase 250. They couldn't chase 245 against Netherlands, and they struggled to chase 260 odd against Pakistan. That said, India's batting first is not as bad as South Africa chasing. Itihas gawah hai. Yes, Prabhat, I've answered the question. Absolutely, you can. Jai Hind, what was the reason behind India's batters' poor shot selection? To my mind, overconfidence and forgetting how to bat when batting first. Shreyas and short ball. Yes, very sad. अय्यर से अच्छा तो अपना भरवा बैंगन खेल सकता है। अरे वो तो काश होते तो मजा आता आजकल। अय्यर को रिप्लेस कर दो अश्विन से। नहीं नहीं, वो नहीं होगा। हाउ डज इट कंपेयर टू 1983? अगेन, 40 odd years ago, yes, there was Kapil Dev, but these are all dibble dobble, man to man, sheer skill. I'm talking about pace, the ability to bowl nagging lengths, the ability to unsettle with pace, to unsettle on rather unhelpful tracks. England made their seam on these tracks, consistently bowling out teams. And what I think they've taken 55 or 57 of 60 wickets, if I'm not mistaken. This, to my mind, says this is the best bowling attack ever, because every bowler on his day can come up and take 3-4 wickets. You couldn't say that about 1983 attack. Anyways, guys, I'm getting a cold. I've got to read an article for DAFA News. Tomorrow's going to be a long day. I couldn't answer all your questions, but thank you to all of you for joining the stream. Love you all. Let's celebrate India's win. I'll say it again. जाते जाते अगर इंडिया वर्ल्ड कप जीतेगी तो उसकी बॉलर्स की बदौलत होगी. Love you all. Take care.